Try Lux next time. But the number one reason those lanes are hard is because you're not playing for push. If you play for push, that's the most important thing. When you're ranged versus ranged matchup, push is everything. You have to have push and you have to keep push. And the way to obtain that is to show up level 1 into the middle bush in the bot lane, and you ward that bush, and you can stand in it or whatever, and you need to hit the enemy wave first. Because then it's just an auto attack race, and if you're ahead, you will hit level 2 first, which means you can get the first line of poke down, and then they'll start playing passive, and you'll buy yourself so much space, so much time, and so much threat. The only like thing that you have to worry about with that is getting ganked. You need to like ward up, make sure Tribrush is warded when you're playing up in the lane like that, and then just stand in the bushes and just watch them fucking sweat. It actually makes such a big difference when you can obtain push in a lane, range versus range. I always boil it down to like whoever has push is winning, no matter what. Because range champions have like no HP regen. Like it's very little compared to melee champs. So like if you're playing like Alistar, you're going to get pushed in because you're melee, but you have your passive heals, you have good HP regen. So like you're going to have a lot more HP in the first like 10 minutes of the lane or 5 minutes of the lane. Whereas a range champ, the only thing you have left is to just base, and that sucks because you're going to miss out on EXP and you'll hit level 6 second, and that's just like awful. What if my support goes to leash? I just don't get to have level 2 advantage ever? Correct. Yep. that's literally correct. So if it's a push race, I should auto to help my ADC. Absolutely, yes. Let's just like, did I do it in my lane? And so the reason this lane was fucked is because my Caitlyn was playing like a pussy, right? You guys recognize that? You watch me here. The promise here, Karma Caitlyn versus Nautilus Seraphine, or Samira. We win levels 1 and 2. Level 3, we lose. So we have to get a substantial amount of poke, right? We have to get a substantial amount of poke in order to dissuade their level 3 all-in, or we're fucked, right? So you watch how I approach the lane. I know I can get pushed first, but I walk with the minions because they have threat in these bushes of like a level 1 cheese. I auto-attack. Me and Caitlyn are auto-attacking, right? So I'm reading the push. And now we have Giga Push, right? Now we have push. Now we're good. And now I'm going to land RQ when I can. So I land RQ right there. And then this is wave 2. And after wave 2, it's very important that you ward. If you're going to play this far up in the lane, because Viego has 3 camps, and then he can gank. And he does this game. Watch how we do this. So we have the push. We hit level 2 first. We've landed a tiny bit of poke. But we have not kept ourselves safe from the jungler. So I ping that I need my Caitlyn to ward. She wards. And now we have to play respectful because Viego, the way Viego's pathing, once he shows on this ward, he only has one option. He literally has one option on the entire map. He's counting on us to be bad. And this is a terrible play. You should never do this. But he's selling out a lot of his game here because Caitlyn is showing that she wants to push the next wave. So he's playing around. We see him. We play back. We dodge the hook. And now he has nothing to do. Their jungler has completely fanboyed JordanBot because he's a huge fan of the stream. And he stuck around to make sure that I would die. But I didn't die because I'm a challenger player. Stuck in Masters. So then we're playing here. And this is where Caitlyn starts to play way too passive. Way scared. Like right now we have what's called minion wave advantage. And I've talked to JW before about what minion wave advantage is. We have a cannon and 2 casters. So if we fight anywhere in this area, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. They have these guys that have to walk to us first, right? And then 2, right? So if we fight in any of this area, it's winning. And in addition to that, because they're level 3, right? But we've landed enough poke. If she stays here and keeps autoing, and hit level 3, we'd have even footing, but we are tankier than them because I have exhaust. She has barrier. So what would be the perfect world here is Caitlyn actually tanks the hook. If Caitlyn tanked the hook and knew this as a high-level player, we would double kill them. Or we would burn their flashes, and these guys would be fucked and, like, absolutely suffocated out of the game for about 2 minutes until they can find a base. Right? So the lane is over here, but Caitlyn trolls. Right? Because she's a very, like, scared, skittish player. Right? So, look, she's kind of just playing DPS right here. She needs to walk up here. So what is Caitlyn afraid of right now? Right? I'll just hook up 2 seconds, but we have all of our minions here, and we still have these minions here. So she's just very overly scared, because I got a fat shield for her. I still have exhaust. She's being very, very scared, right? And you can see in her clicks. See how she's back-clicking at every opportunity? She's zoning herself, essentially, from the game, right? So then... And the reason I can back up what I'm saying about this player is overly safe. I'm going to skip ahead several points in the game. Look, she has flash and barrier. We go here. She still has flash and barrier. We go here. Flash and barrier. Flash and barrier. Flash and barrier. Flash and barrier. So it's been 10 minutes of gameplay, and she has not used her sums once. Which means she's not playing to win. She's playing not to lose. Does that make sense? She has not used her summoners once this game. That's disgusting, right? Which means we're either hard stomping and you didn't need them, or you're a pussy, right? He's just so comfortable. A lot of these AD carries, they play like Ezreal, they like Q from max screen, and they just play a screen away, so they don't have to actually learn the intricacies of the game, right? Do I fight with my support if they're fighting without minion wave advantage? Yes, because if you have barrier or flash, you can make up the difference if you're like a somewhat mechanical player. Like you're at the point in your league journey that you need to limit test and find out what limits are. So there's a lot of kills that you're missing out on just based on raw aggression. If you just like run at people, you'll probably just kill them because the players you're playing against aren't very good, right? Yeah, no, for sure. Like, Leona can ignore the whole minion wave. Like, sometimes it's fine to go past the minion wave if the support has Aftershock, if the support has, like, Leona W or something like that. But it's more about if you want to understand the fundamentals of what happens if everything's even. If everything's even and both sides play it very similarly, they use their 3 abilities, we use our 3 abilities, you use your 2 sums, we use our 2 sums, and you lost, were minions attacking you as well, right? That's like a mystery, right? Until you understand them.